come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything at the wall, and you're seeing what sticks. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Lee with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Lee to Gortat. From the painted area, won't go down. Has a look. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here's Barea. Down two. Porzingis to Lee. Shot from the lane won't go. Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Gasol. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Doncic to Porzingis. Gortat to Lee. Doncic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Lowry to Gasol. Finish that. To Luka Doncic. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lowry. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. KP. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Trying to cash in. Marc Gasol. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Lee. Marc Gasol sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 41, Dirk Nowitzki.
Fires the three. Not easy.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Lowry into the front court. Down just a couple. Has a chance. Well done. Kyle Lowry. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. McCall to Ibaka. Probing the defense. Down low Gasol. Not that time. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Doncic to Porzingis. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry into the front court. The score 10-8. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Porzingis. Jumper's good. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. It's the Mavericks with the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lin to Van Vliet. Takes Courtney Lee. Tips it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Courtney Lee. Lin. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Serge Ibaka pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lin with it. Right now, 12 all. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Brunson to Lee. Gets it in the left corner. Hardaway to Lee. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down. Fred Van Vliet. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Nowitzki. Lee. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 35, Marcin Gortat.
Brunson to Hardaway.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 33, Marc Gasol.
Has a look. That's no good. Lin with it. Up by 6. To Gasol. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Brunson to Lee. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Number 23, shooting.
Nope. First one does not go.
Substitutions, Dallas. Entering the game for Toronto, number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Mavericks with the possession. Lee to Luka Doncic.
Minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Sizing up the defense. No good. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team up by 7. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Curling inside. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Lee to Porzingis. Can't connect from in close. Lowry with it. Lead stands at 7. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 for 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lee to Luka Doncic. To Porzingis.
1 minute remaining in the second.
Lee to Luka Doncic. Beyond the arc for 3.
To number 24, Norman Powell. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Luka Doncic at the line.
Number 77.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Dirk Nowitzki out of
Time to shuffle things up.
Into the game for Dallas, number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nowitzki to Hardaway. Seth Curry to Nowitzki. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Lowry into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lee to Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. This quarter is over. The Raptors in front.
Jalen here with your halftime report. The Raptors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Mavericks have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol put in the hard work that's needed to grab all of those rebounds. He was a rock for his team.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Doncic to Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee to Luka Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. No good. Defense catching a break there. Another follow. Stays out. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Lowry into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Powell. Kristaps Porzingis rejects it. Has a chance, and the Mavs able to clear the rebound. Here's Barea. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Marc Gasol with a piece. That's his third block this evening. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 1.
OG Anunoby, couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Here's Barea. His guys trail by 10. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lowry. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Lee to Luka Doncic from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Powell. Off the assist.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Lee. Nothing going here on that drive. Lee. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lowry. To Powell. That's out. Last touch by Norman Powell. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Dallas.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Jeremy Lin. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Jeremy Lin.
Doncic to Seth Curry. Fires the three, buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Lin to VanVleet. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Doncic to Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry to Gortat. Easy path to the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Toronto with the basketball. Seventeen-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Mavericks with the basketball to Seth Curry. To Hardaway. To Seth Curry. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Nowitzki, no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 13. Had a chance, but it's no good. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Me and you. That's me. I got ball.
Lowry. That'll get out off the Raptors. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Surveys the floor. To Seth Curry. Serge Ibaka swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Gortat. Hardaway. Porzingis. Here comes the screen. To Gortat. Gortat rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Toronto has the basketball. To Lin. Jeremy Lin. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Lin with it. The advantage is 13 points. They work it down to Gasol. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Doncic to Nowitzki. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Fred VanVleet to Powell. To Gasol, down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Powell. Down low Gasol. Probing the defense. Defense making the ball carrier work. Won't go down. on the 24. For three, Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Powell. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Now 3 for 9. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Mavericks did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Dallas Mavericks struggled for position throughout the whole game when shots went up and gave up too many rebounds.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Toronto Raptors. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans control the tap. Ball. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily, Ed, easily, by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Screen coming. Ball to Holiday. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Holiday to Favors. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. To Will Barton. They go to Jokic. Down low. Can't connect from inside. Lonzo Ball with the rock. Not that time. Barton into the front court. He'll run the offense to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic to Will Barton. Down low Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down. Second effort around the perimeter to Holiday. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first. Fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Jokic. Five seconds to shoot. Jokic. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Screen coming. To Ball. Fires the 3. And a chance coming up at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. 3 for 3. Nice. Martin into the front court. Down 4. Down low, Plumlee. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
New Orleans will take it up. To Redick. Takes stock of the floor. Redick. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Goes to the right side. From long range, his first effort off the mark. And he'll head to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Holiday controls the basketball. Just under a minute to play here in a swift-moving opening quarter. To Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hernangomez with the rebound. Nuggets have the possession. Here comes the screen. Martin. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Martin into the front court. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point. Beyond the arc for 3. Won't go down. He'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Pelicans have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Here comes the screen. Porter. Jamal Murray. Now that's a contest. Holiday in possession. Leads 1. Here comes the screen. Can't connect from in close. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Holiday. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's Denver's ball. To Porter. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Holiday controls the basketball. They trail by 1. Deep right corner. Redick to Favors. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Murray with the basketball. Down by 1. To Porter. Here comes the screen. Porter. 4-3. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Holiday at possession. His team up by 1. To Redick. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Jeremy Grant with a piece. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this. He will be one of the future centers in the game.
To Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Shot from in close, no good. Ball to Holiday. To Ball. Shot clock winding down. Lonzo Ball off the mark. They'll work it down to Millsap. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Ball into the front court. Leads just a point. To Holiday. Got it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Nuggets with the basketball. Jokic to Millsap. They go to Jokic, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Ball. Down low to Okafor. Can't connect. Murray into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And he scores. Jay, he may have taken a big step that time, but they'll count the bucket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Deep three. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. First half comes to an end. The Nuggets with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Nuggets worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Pelicans would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. And it's easy to see how they got here. They're just settling for shots on the perimeter, and they're not making an effort to challenge the interior defense.
Game track. Field goals.
The New Orleans Pelicans just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first 2 quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Murray did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Murray into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Jokic to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
New Orleans has it. Holiday. Sizing up the defense. Looks to make a move. A shot no good there for Ingram.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. Until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
To Holiday.
Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen.
Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Millsap. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Barton. Oh, Millsap sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jokic to Will Barton. They get it down to Millsap. Taken by the Pelicans.
Hey, switch. I got it.
To Holiday. Oh, Millsap sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Barton into the front court. Up 6. Count the basket at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Deep left corner. Down low, Jokic. You've got to get that one to go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good.
For the Pelicans, number 22, Derek Favors.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
You've been working on your game.
2 minutes left in the third.
Murray with it. Up by 6. Porter. Has a look. He connects with the step back.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lonzo controls the offense. Rebound reeled in by the Nuggets. Porter. And he'll go to the foul line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Substitutions. New Orleans.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Hart to Redick. Fires the three. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick, wide open. Good luck.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Barton. Won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup there.
Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Barton into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And the finish at the rim. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Nuggets in front. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
In that first half, he was just shooting the ball, doing whatever he wants. Now, maybe that the shot isn't falling, pay attention to the feet of your defender. If that high leg is up, maybe grab that high leg with that right arm or that left arm, swing through, get to the rim, create some contact, and that's the way you start to find your rhythm again.
Murray to the basket, but it won't go. Redick with it. The deficit is 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit. Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Millsap. Has a chance. Paul Millsap. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Porter. To Millsap. And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen coming.
Ball to Josh Hart. Down low to Okafor. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Murray into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Barton to Millsap. Paul Millsap. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
Ball to Redick.
Number 11, Drew Holiday.
Nikola Jokic swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Turns and slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Ball to Holiday. Deep two there, won't go.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow, athletically making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
Down to 5 on the 24. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Holiday. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Murray into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Porter. Millsap to Porter. Fine to shoot. Porter to Will Barton. Here's a chance from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Pelicans basketball. Ball. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Martin into the front court. His team on top by 13. There it is. Nikola Jokic with the putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
A pass stolen by the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets. The Pelicans seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the game.
Paul Millsap blocked plenty of shots, but the stat you don't see is how often he forced opposing shooters into tough shots that resulted in misses.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Denver Nuggets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. Washington wins the tap. Wall. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Paul George. Down low for Leonard. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Washington basketball. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Here's Leonard for two. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
To Beal. Driving right to the basket. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wizards at the controls. Beal against George. Paul George pins it. Wizards get it back. Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
To Wall. Beal. Short jumper misses. To George. To Leonard. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Number 28, Jan Magigi. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 4.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's Washington with the basketball. Wall, tough matchup against George. To Beal. Wall. Beal. And stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Beverley into the front court. 10-4 is the score. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal to Wall. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Oh, he had it.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Well, you can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Washington.
Thomas can't connect. It's no good. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Probing the defense. Kawhi Leonard. Wizards grab the rebound. On the shot clock. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Thomas across the timeline. Down 11. Screen coming. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Paul George to Harkless. 4-3. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Ish Smith matched up with Paul George. To Thomas. McGee powers it through.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Harkless. They'll get it down to Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Screen coming. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. It's Isaiah Thomas. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Leonard to George. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Shot from in close, no good. Ish Smith, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Beverly to Leonard. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Thomas with the basketball. Down 8. Ish Smith to Thomas. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Beverly to Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Fine to shoot for Washington. It's Thomas. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Just a friendly reminder, the winner of today's ticket raffle, you have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Beverly to Leonard. from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Wall. Beal to Thomas. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. Here's Leonard for two. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Thomas. 4-2. That's no good. 17-footer at the buzzer. This quarter is over. The Clippers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Clippers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Thomas didn't exactly light it up in the first half. Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Wizards have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? He gets it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Wall across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Here comes the screen. Beal against George. To Wall. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper won't go down. Beverly to Paul George. Kawhi Leonard won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Here's Leonard for two. Rebound owned by Washington. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Nothing going here on that drive. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Montrezl Harrell tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. George to Leonard. Paul George. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Beal to Wall. Shot won't go. Kawhi Leonard against the 5-time All-Star. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Wizards with the basketball. JaVale McGee. To Beal. Fight to shoot for Washington. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Beverly to Leonard. Patrick Beverly. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 4. And number 55.
Wall. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Wall into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Thomas to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To George. Leonard. To Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit now up to 13. Thomas to Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall to Thomas. Down to 5 on the 24. It's Isaiah Thomas. Deep two there, won't go. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Paul George to Leonard. Flushes it home. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Clippers have got it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Kawhi Leonard. Wide open look, won't go. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Washington basketball. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall to Thomas. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kawhi Leonard up against Beal. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Wizards at the controls. To Thomas. Screen coming. Gets a shot up off the mark. Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Thomas into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And the Clippers have the rebound. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Here's Leonard for two. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 7, JaVale McGee. And number 14, Ish Smith.
Thomas.
Switch. Watch that cut.
The Wizards with 4 to shoot. It's Thomas. And it's Williams there to secure the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Thomas across the timeline. His guys down big. To shoot for Washington. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Leonard. Down low to Williams. No good. Another follow. No good. Thomas with the basketball. Down a bundle. It's LA Clippers ball. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard is the choice for what you're seeing here. and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Clippers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from target center. Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Matthews. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Adetokunbo. Jordan Bell pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jordan Bell sends it away. Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Giannis Adetokunbo tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air. Jordan Bell sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
It's Minnesota basketball. Russell. To Towns. Picked up by the Bucks.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Around the perimeter to Matthews. Here comes the screen. Matthews guarded by Jeff Teague. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Teague to Russell. Brook Lopez swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Russell. 4-3. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Russell to Towns. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Russell with it up top. Down 2. T to Towns. Oh, big finish at the rim.
And easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 0, Jeff Teague.
Jordan Bell, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George Hill. Giannis Adetokunbo with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
That's out. Last touch by Luol Deng. Shot from in close, no good. Minnesota at the controls. To Russell. Down low Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. 3 for 4. Good start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Russell into the front court. 2-point advantage. And one. Towns got his protein in today. He's going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Karl-Anthony Towns trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Bucks basketball. Screen coming. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
19-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time to count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Korver. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Can't connect from in close. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a point. Has a look. Almost, but no good. Towns. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down by 1. To Korver. Bledsoe over to the right side to Bledsoe. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. George Hill, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 2, Jordan Bell.
Able to convert on both free throws. Teague with the basketball. They trail by 1. Bell. To Towns. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. It'll stay with Minnesota. Teague. There's the toss. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
The Bucks at the controls to Middleton. Here comes the screen. Matthews sizing up Jordan Bell. To Middleton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Deep right corner. Fires the 3. Well contested. Wesley Matthews can't hit it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Karl Anthony Towns with a piece. Teague with it up top. It's a 1-point game. 13-12. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Trying to cash in. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Napier with the basketball. Leads 1. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Teague. Napier guarded by Powell. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
It goes down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Not done yet. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Middleton. Matthews. Short jumper misses. Teague with the basketball. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. Throws it down.
It's that easy, and you never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Number 0, Jeff Teague.
Hill to Gasol. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
They'll let one fly from half court. Time expires to end the first half. It's the Timberwolves in front.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Timberwolves are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Bucks are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down 3. Bledsoe to Matthews. Bledsoe. It's Jang with the rebound. And counted at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Screen coming. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. Screen coming. Russell to Towns. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot by Russell off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Giannis for 2. And that's rebounded by Minnesota. Russell into the front court. His team up by 1. Not that time. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Russell with it up top. Leads just a point to Towns. Russell. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis with it up top. Down 3.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. T to Towns. Short jumper won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Russell into the front court. His guys now down by a point. That's out. Last touch by Karl-Anthony Towns. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense to Hill. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Towns. From the outside, no good. Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads 3. Lopez to Korver. Has a chance. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And scores. Karl-Anthony Towns with the finish.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl-Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
That's no good. And the rebound taken in by Towns. 19-footer at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Timberwolves have the lead. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
No, he can't guard you up here.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
To Adetokunbo. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Russell up against the Spaniard. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. Giannis shoots. Cleans it up. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Kyle Korver has got 2 shots coming. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 22, Chris Middleton.
And gets both to drop at the line. Russell into the front court. They're down 3. Teague to Russell. Screen coming. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Short jumper won't go down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Adetokunbo to Korver. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. It was right there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first.
Line shooting 2. Entering the game.
Goes 2 for 2. Here comes the screen. To Teague. To Towns. Down low. Short jumper off the mark. Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Korver. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Teague with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Towns. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Eric Bledsoe. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Teague with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Korver. Bledsoe. Passed it off. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Teague. Screen coming. Teague Bucks have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Teague with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Here comes the screen. Teague. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Gets it in the left corner. Teague. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Bledsoe with it up top. His team leads it by 10. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks got themselves a win here today. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Timberwolves
just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game stats. Player of the game.
I'll take Tecumpo. Put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.